I turned my Camaro into a NASCAR. And here's why. As a kid, the only motorsport I watched was NASCAR with my dad. And out of all the drivers in the league, one of his favorites was Jeff Gordon. And therefore, that became my favorite. Now, I was a little too young to see Jeff Gordon in his prime, but I still always rooted for him, and he always carried out the most stylish car on the grid, the DuPont 24. It was vibrant, it was fluorescent, it was bold, and it was hot. It stood out of all the other race cars out there. And as a kid watching motorsports, the look of the car was just as important as the driver to me. Eventually, a decade had gone by and it was time for Jeff Gordon to retire. And filling his shoes would be a young William Byron taking on the Hendrick Motorsports 24. The cool thing about William to me was that he earned a lot of his skill on iRacing and playing video games, which eventually led him to working his way up into the league. But of course, what really makes him stand out on the track is that every now and then he would bring back some heritage liveries that Jeff Gordon would run on his brand new Hendrick Camaro. This is where I started getting ideas. The fact that there is currently a ZL1 based stock car in the NASCAR league is too fitting for what I have. And with further analyzing, I noticed that my favorite livery out of all of them utilized a black base on the second half of the car. So this meant if I ever wanted to do this onto my Camaro, since my car is painted black underneath, it wouldn't be the trickiest thing in the entire world to wrap over. Knowing that this year I would be entering my ZL1 onto Legends Rally, I felt like I couldn't pass this opportunity up. As you guys know, today is a sad day. We are saying goodbye to the sand on the Exorcist. This color will always be iconic to me because it brings out all of the black contrasting accents on this car that the black paint underneath just simply doesn't do. And even if there are plenty other sand colored Camaros out there, there is only one iconic sand Exorcist, and that's this right here. So why get rid of it? Well, objectively, this vinyl has been on the car for over 2.5 years now, and typically I'd say good vinyl can last around 3 years on average. And in the past, I've had vinyl peel up paint on a car for leaving it on. Who knows either how long or the paint underneath was bad, but either way, I don't want to take any chances. So no matter how much I love it, it's about time it does have to come off. But also, we are about to embark on Legends Rally, and I wanted to stir a cool little livery up. Also, because of how rich this car runs, it's caked up a lot of fuel gunk on the back bumper across all these years, and peeling all this wrap off will reset us to a nice clean rear end. So because Gorilla Mad gave me a top-notch wrap job in the past, the first thing that we'll have to do before we can unwrap it is take a few body parts off the car. Well, the rear wing has been unbolted and it's not moving. I've tried flossing some of the adhesive down here out, but it's literally not going anywhere. So I guess the guys that wrapped this thing made sure that this wing was not gonna fly off. I don't know what further attempts I can make, so I'm just gonna attempt to unwrap the trunk with the wing on. Take one look at her, fully back to gloss black, murdered out, definitely subtle. Yeah, this is all you guys get, because we are immediately gonna get to now wrapping our livery. The folks over at Boxen Crew, they have supplied us this livery, which I'm going to attempt to install myself, because I've done a livery install once in the past on a particular cotton candy machine. We've been on this piece for like 45 minutes, I swear. Whoa. Dang.
That is a really
Look at this. UltraMotive X Boxen Crew. Oh my gosh. No.
That
what the hell?
Crazy, dude.
Holy crap. Wait, I'm just realizing, yeah, it keeps on going. Oh my god.
It's kind of a reveal right there already.
Oh yeah. I mean, the viewers already know what we're doing. Oh wait, it's just plaqued right in. I'm gonna have to take this off the box.
You got to like save that.
And we'll use this as a reference, because we're gonna need to know where to line up the livery on the car. But yeah, NASCAR Cups, man, these guys went out of their way. So dude, shout out Boxen Crew.
Like seriously, that's
so cool.
High quality.
Push the roll away and let it roll out completely. Now you're a real boy. Install it and make your daddy proud. Oh, here we go. Unwrapping our NASCAR livery. This is very straightforward. Yeah, now I know, I can already tell what pieces are what. Okay, then take them all up here.
What the heck?
We have instructions.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Bro, this is the fanciest livery I have ever received to install. These are literally Lego instructions on where to put this thing. It does feel a little daunting. I don't want to mess this up now, because if anything, the presentation makes it seem like this is high quality, and I don't want to ruin that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. The first piece we're going to start with is probably the most straightforward, at least what we're thinking, and that is the hood, which is literally a full hood wrap. We're just going to wrap over the 1LE satin they have under there. And luckily they have provided us with some pointers right here that is the center point, so we know to literally align our piece to the bow tie, and there's a slight seam in the hood itself right there. It's the next morning. We got the hood piece successfully installed onto the car. Pretty impressed with how we executed this, considering that with the little concave dips and the carbon piece right there, this hood is not as simple as your average one. Over here, we now get onto the fun stuff, and by fun stuff, I mean the real challenge. This right here is for the front bumper. This is the gradient that is gonna go along, starting out with our neon yellow going into our red. Now, the Camaro front bumper doesn't look easy. In fact, it looks like one of the most difficult bumpers that exist out there. So in order to complete this, I'm definitely gonna need a little bit of help. I got some assistants here. Eric runs Brazzy Auto. If you guys need any assistance as well, or just your full car done, he's your guy to go to. And I'll have his socials linked in the description. But yeah, between him, Zach, and me, we're gonna attempt the impossible and get this thing fully installed here. We already got some inlays, and so we should be good to go. She has come a long ways. Eric has gotten the front bumper all dialed in, and then we tried to attempt the sides, but we definitely would have not been able to complete that without his help as well. So he's literally saved us on this livery. We thought we stood a chance, but nah. It definitely was a little bit more challenging than we expected, but it's done. There's no errors. It's solid. It has been done. We have officially turned my Camaro into a NASCAR. This car was definitely never subtle, especially with how noisy it was, but now it is visually louder than ever. And I also think it's funny how when it comes to adding flames on a car, there's just this weird gray balance of it's either really cheesy and really cringe, or you do something like this, and I don't know, I think this is one of the craziest, coolest things we've ever done on the channel. Definitely the neon gradient up front plays a huge part in in how well executed this whole thing looks. And I want to give a huge thanks to Boxen Crew because they produced this livery for me. And then huge shout out to Brazzy Auto. He's located over in Buckeye, Arizona, but he helped me install all this and definitely wouldn't have been able to be done without him. It is a dream within itself for me that I get to pay tribute to what I think is one of the most badass NASCAR liveries of all time. And we could have replicated it one for one, but of course we have to add our own personal touches, and we have our own personal sponsors that I wanted to represent on the car. So instead of their previous main sponsor, we now have UltraMotive along here. And extreme fans of the current 24 may know that it is sponsored by Valvoline, but we had to get that stuff out of there because we have good old trusty Pennzoil. And so we are doing a little mismatching of NASCAR sponsors, but you guys just got to trust me here. We have the Hennessy logo right here because we did in fact take off the whole Exorcist stripe. So the entire exorcist-ness of this car is really put in the background now. In fact, when I see this thing at first glance, I forget that it is a 1 of 100 Hennessy 1,000 horsepower machine, but that's kind of more of an Easter egg because I think the livery is really what now steals all the attention. Got to represent Forge Light for our trusty FL1 wheels, Boxen Crew for making the livery, and I thought I'd slap on a nice NASCAR Cup Series for anyone who has no idea what this is based on. At least your average person can see this and think, oh, maybe it's a NASCAR. I really wish I could have had good old Goodyear tires like all the NASCARs run, but I decided to represent Michelin because that is what's on this current car. And I even did the part on markering some Michelin tire letters. I have no idea how long this is going to show or last, but it's a NASCAR. I feel like it was only appropriate. There wasn't really anything crazy going on in the back of the NASCAR, so I decided to keep it simple. Just add the 24 in the same spot that it's placed on the real thing. And just under the rear flame right here, I thought I'd add in a little Forza Horizon just to pay my respects to the game that essentially gave me my career. Now, the route of the rally that we are about to embark on in this thing is San Diego to Scottsdale to Las Vegas to Zion. That is 4 states in 4 days, thousands of miles of driving, and keeping in mind how the last rally I did ended in the Murcielago, not the most ideal place to have an overheating differential. I want to make sure that this Camaro is as reliable as possible for it. That's why we're going to do some good old rally prep with an oil change. Our partners at Pennzoil have stashed us with plenty of ultra platinum quality oil, and this Camaro literally wouldn't be able to run how it does if it wasn't for these guys. Now, Pennzoil has been in the game since 1913. That's over 110 years of expertise. Pennzoil was the one oil that the folks at Hennessy recommended to me, and they're clearly producing a ton of 1,000 horsepower plus cars. So, Pennzoil is definitely good for big power. What we're putting in here is Pennzoil's Ultra Platinum. This is their most advanced motor oil in their entire portfolio. It is race trusted, which is going to be perfect for rallying, and it is also good in extreme temperatures, and they even say it'll improve your fuel economy. So with the best name in the lineup being Ultra Platinum, you guys should definitely go check this out in stores now. I really do thank Pennzoil for not only supporting us in this rally, but keeping my engine protected in the long run. It has allowed me to put a lot of fun miles on this Camaro without ever having to worry about any sort of engine issues, especially with this thing making 1,000 horsepower. So Pennzoil really is a part of making my dreams happen. Now, as previously mentioned, the start of Legends Rally is in San Diego, and we are currently in Phoenix. So we have to get ourselves to the starting line. Oh man, look at that. Plenty of space. I could definitely support another whole passenger's luggage right here. Across the past rallies I've attended, I've taken cars that have lacked storage space, and then I've needed ski boxes, which then have prevented me from going fast. Or I've had vehicles that have too much space, but they're too big and we can't keep up. This car checks off both. It's got space and it's plenty fast. Fresh Pennzoil fluids, let's fire it up. Good all usual. So I am indeed driving this thing to the starting line. We got fresh fluids. Our motor is protected. For making like the most power out of all my cars, this car I trust it. It happens to be my most reliable, so might as well just drive it everywhere. And I'm currently driving from Phoenix over to Orange County because I gotta pick up and meet up with my passenger that I'm bringing on the rally. And then from there, we'll head down to San Diego and start Legends. Lamborghini Gallardo out on an open trailer. Is that Stradman's? I mean, it's probably not, but that is an orange first gen Gallardo. Also, we're in a tunnel, so. Oh man, check this thing out. I'd take it. Gen 1 50 V10s, they sound the best. Road trip in this NASCAR Camaro is giving me flashbacks of the Cars movie scene where Lightning falls out of the trailer and is navigating his way on the interstate out in the middle of nowhere, just weaving through all these semis, because we are in the closest thing right now to Lightning McQueen that we've ever created. There's just semi after semi. I feel like I should be shouting Mac! And just like Lightning in the movie, we can just drop a couple gears and just floor it past these guys. We've just arrived to Orange County, and my passenger, Justin, he has no idea about the whole livery on the car, so let's get his reaction. His jaw is freaking on the floor.
Dude! Okay, for context, I got a snap and the car was just like fully red, but what the
We're doing it in the NASCAR, man.
Bro, and we left some black on there.
Yeah, true. That's all he cares about.
This is f***ing fire. You like actually outdid yourself on this f***ing rap, dude.
Dude.
This is fire.
Literally.
Yeah, no, this is the
Bro, we'll still stand out. Even if it's just in a Camaro compared to other supercars, nah, we'll still bring the party.
This is so much more flashy. And I feel like the livery like fits because it literally sounds like a NASCAR.
Oh yeah, dude, I know. We would always say that when we first brought it back from Hennessy, that's the best, I guess, analogy to describe what this freaking V8 sounds like. And now yeah, it visually represents. Dude. So is it true? Did you get a new car?
Possibly.
This guy's been real sus all week. And if that's true, this is a very big moment on the channel if I'm about to see this man's first car that he got himself.
We're about to go down to my level and it's just gonna be the Civic there.
He just put like a set of powder coated wheels on or something. All right, Justin just left to go down the elevator to go bring up something. But yeah, I really can't emphasize how big of a deal this is for how long I've known him and how long he's been saving up for this first big purchase. And we've always had big announcements on the channel for new cars that friends have purchased. Imagine that's him. He's got a pink Tesla. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God.
I told y'all.
With the ambient lighting special. Oh my God. That's crazy. Dang, so you really like that Turo that you had several years ago.
Literally the same car, basically.
No, this is like a million times nicer. You know, first of all, you actually have a functioning moonroof that goes up.
This one actually works.
Yeah, and he's got the facelift wheel.
Yup.
This is crazy. I guess there's only one thing wrong with it. It's not black.
I know. I knew that was like the first thing everyone would say, but
you compromised getting a black car for, I guess, getting a facelift, would you say, essentially? Which is universally, I'd say facelift is worth over a color. You can always wrap over it. He's got the wet carbon center. Oh yeah, you already know. And
yeah, that's the me car.
Bro, this is the best case scenario because this still has back seats for us when we visit, and if there's more than two of us.
And from the feedback I've heard, the back seats are fire. Lots of space.
Oh heck yeah. I mean, it's probably better than that. Damn! He looks good in that thing!
I dreamed of this, bro.
Bro! Two boys in our muscle cars? Yeah. He looks right at home in there. There he goes. I don't think I could be more proud as a friend to see my boy upgrade into that. It is truly surreal. Damn. Dude, that was a lifetime in the making, that one drive.
It's been so long. I've been f***ing wanting to do something like that.
The fact that we get to cruise together in these freaking
Whips.
Dude, it's so crazy pulling up here in like a car that fits in.
not
used
some
to that.
old Civic.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see this?
Dude, like he's just stunned on me. Like, cool.
Hey, this will be you soon.
Hopefully with like an extra 10,000.
Dude, what even are these? These aren't even factory. They look like LM style wheels.
Dude, those are whatever that is, yo. I need that.
Yeah,
That
this is just
perfect.
taunting you. This is almost rude. You just got that and
I know,
homie
it's like-
exists right here in your final form.
He's just here to show me that I'm not the
No. Hey, at least you have a buddy. I mean, that's
true.
That's nice. Well, what a day it has been. New livery for the Camaro, new entire car for Justin over here. But this is where we are gonna end things. Stay tuned for future Legends Rally videos with the NASCAR Camaro. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is JackUltraMotive signing this off. This is the only parking available at Justin's apartment. Electric only, but you know what? I feel like we might as well just
Yeah, no.
help our odds out a little. Bro, can it at least just like...
Hey.
Dude, the irony that it's this car of all cars that is being a little bit of an imposter right now. Dude, this is all the parking he has.
Sorry.
Dude, we're twinning out here, you know what I'm saying?
He got the flame on the bar. That's crazy. Oh, and for the record, we are actually leaving it there overnight with the EV plug-in. So that's just how we're rolling.